Ah, it worked. Ah, you gotta point it at it. Okay, you gotta point it at it. Okay. So, da, 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 da. Oh, first of all, hi. We are back because we saw. Oh, I think it's supposed to go that way. Hang on. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Part 2.
Flip.
Yeah, I think it flips this one, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
We saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Potter.
Okay. As you can see, we're repping our house gear today.
Mm-hmm.
Hufflepuff, Slytherin. Hey. We have a split house here. At least that's what the guy
2/3 of the house.
at the merchandise said.
My mom's a puff.
Oh yeah, we tested her yesterday. She's a puff. Surprised me. Nah, I guess so. Anywho, so we put in for the Friday 40 lottery and we won. Second time trying it. Woohoo! I don't know if that's special, but it feels special to me. It probably, I'm guessing, is because of the time and everyone's out of the city because of the 4th of July, like holiday, whatever. So anyway, worked out for us. We got to see it on Saturday. It's Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday now. It was amazing. Magical. It's definitely an experience. So before we start, Joy and I are not like major like Potterheads or anything like that. We have not read, I don't think we've read any of the books. I think I started one and I liked what I was reading, but I never finished it. I think my grandmother came home one day when we were in like the 3rd grade, I think, with the big, like the hardcover, just this size like book. And even as a reader, like I thought it was too overwhelming, and I never read it. I still have my copy, but I haven't read it. We watched all the movies, loved all the movies. I couldn't tell you if this was inaccurate because we didn't read the books, but as far as like being familiar with the world, like we know enough about the world to like care, obviously, to sort ourselves into houses and to want to see this show. So, would you like to do a synopsis? Or should I do the synopsis?
Okay, so it is a play in 2 parts based on Harry 18 years later after the Deathly Hallows. He's now like a 40-year-old man. He has 3 children, James, Albus, and Lily.
Jenny just really let him name all the children.
After people he like, yeah, okay.
Like all of the children. Like, Jenny, did you get a name in there?
So basically, Harry is living his life as the boy who lives. He's now the man who lives, who has these children who are now the children of the boy who lives. And Albus especially is having a rough go.
He's the middle child.
He's having a rough go. It's his first year at Hogwarts, and he's like, I don't want to be Slytherin. Please, oh no, how would that look for my family? And Harry's like, Albus Severus, you were named after 2 great people. You'll do great things no matter what house you're in. Like, the houses don't make the people make the houses. Whatever. And basically, Albus is this misunderstood kid by Harry because he's not exactly. Anyway, yeah. So basically, it's Harry struggling with.
Harry doesn't know how to be a dad, really.
Yeah, being a dad to a son like Albus, and Albus is struggling to be a son to a father like Harry. And Ron and Hermione are married, and their kids are great. You know,
they only showed the one, right?
They only showed Rose, and
apparently they had a son. I was like, did they?
Yeah, apparently, and basically, Albus and
they didn't show him.
No, they never showed him. Basically, Albus and Scorpius, which is Draco Malfoy's son, become good friends on the way to Hogwarts. And they have this friendship, and Harry's having these dreams, and he's like, oh no, like, it's not over, like, all these years later, and it will never end. And my son is involved in this somehow. He got told that his son had a black, cloud shadow over him, and he's thinking it's Malfoy's son, which if you read the story, which is a script apparently,
yes,
Scorpius is nothing like
I have not held up. Sorry.
Scorpius is not anything like his father. He's like a dweeb. He's
what? A Slytherin. Why would you call him a dweeb? You're not a dweeb.
Scorpius is Slytherin too. Basically, Albus and Scorpius are both in Slytherin. They're like, but how? Because they're not anything like the other Slytherins.
Cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, they're cinnamon rolls. They're all both sweet boys, and they're really good friends. And basically, Diggory, Cedric's father, I forgot his name.
It's Amos.
Amos Diggory is like, I want my son back. I want more than just to memorialize him, because Harry still feels very guilty over Cedric's death, and Harry's like, yeah, can't do that. Sorry. But Albus and Scorpius kind of hear that, and they're like, I know what we'll do. We'll go back into the Triwizards games, and we'll save Cedric, and wow, we'll be like the greatest sons that ever lived.
Yeah, what's his name? Albus, I guess, was feeling sort of way because he think his dad was just being like a mean guy, and not trying to help this like old man. And Albus is like, well, I'll set him straight.
Yeah,
I'll show him a Slytherin.
And basically, Harry's like, you don't know anything about anything. None of you, nothing. Like,
hold them both.
Yeah. So Scorpius and Albus come up with this plan to go back into Triwizard things using a time turner
that Hermione has.
That shouldn't really have, because obviously wizards in time just never works out. And so they have it, and of course it doesn't work out, and things.
Who did they link up with, Joy?
They linked up with Delphi, who is Amos's niece.
Wait, hang on.
Niece. And she's like, yeah, let's save my cousin. They're like, yeah, we'll save your cousin. And and I'm normally not the person who's like, oh, this person is bad news from the jump. I'm normally the person who I like to watch things to the end. I don't normally try to see what's gonna happen. But I was like, she a little too enthusiastic to save a cousin she ain't know. Like that. Like, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Anyway, so they're like, you can't help us, we'll do it. And she's like, fine, whatever. And it does not work out. Basically, what they do is they erase people in history. They change history to the point where Albus doesn't even exist anymore. Harry's dead. Hermione and Ron aren't married anymore, and Voldemort rules.
Well, it happens. Well, they changed twice.
Yeah, they changed.
The first time, Albus was what?
Look at us confusing the people.
Was Gryffindor.
Yeah,
it was Gryffindor in one, and Hermione and Ron were. They were not married, I don't think. No, were.
Hermione was a teacher.
Hermione was a professor. She was
evil. Really mean teacher, and Ron was.
What was Ron?
I don't remember.
Anyway, Ron was still a clown. He was a clown in all the realities and histories. Like,
yeah, basically.
And then in another one, Ron and Hermione, they weren't together, but at least they were like friends. And they were like outlaws, like living in like a tree or something. And Snape was there, and that happened. And then, anyway, the biggest thing is basically
they turned Cedric evil by humiliating him, so he wouldn't go finish the game. They humiliated Cedric.
He
became a Death Eater because he was so angry about it all. And Voldemort wins the Battle of Hogwarts.
Yeah,
the War of Hogwarts. And now it's like, Happy Death Day. Like, Happy
Voldemort Day.
Happy Voldemort Day.
No, what's it called?
It was Happy Voldemort Day, Happy Death.
Same thing, right? It's
it was just. So basically, Scorpius is like, oh,
terrifying.
Shoot. And Albus doesn't exist, so
that's
now
exactly what he thought. Oh shoot.
Yeah, he has to do all this over by himself, and he's just trying not to die while he's trying to figure out how to get.
His dad is like the minister of like.
Yeah. everyone's like
crime.
for Voldemort and Viola, and they're like, he's like, what is going on here? And so that's my synopsis. Basically, Delphi turns out to be an evil witch who's Voldemort's daughter, and she wants her father not to curse.
Oh, we didn't say spoiler, sorry.
Yeah. So she decides to tell. She decides she's gonna stop Voldemort for even trying to, kill Harry, because that curses him, and she just wants to be with her father.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be loved by her father, and all this stuff. And they're like, no. And so they devise this plan to stop her, which involves transfiguration and flames. And they win, of course, because it's Harry Potter. He wins. People die. No one really important. R.I.P. Craig.
Craig.
So that's it. Harry learns to love his son. Albus learns, that he doesn't have to be any specific way, but to get Harry's love, they just kind of ended on, it's a nice thing. We'll take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
The relationship goes slowly, and it is 2 parts, long as hell.
Each part is near 3 hours.
Yeah,
I would say.
It's near 3 hours.
It's like a 6-hour theater experience. We saw it on the same day. I cannot imagine, first of all, going on, say, like a Tuesday and then having to come back on a Wednesday. I cannot imagine. I need to know what happens. Like, I'm sorry, we had our little dinner break in between, and we were ready to come back and figure this out, because nope, there's no way I'm gonna go home and go to sleep after the Dementors come. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. I'm supposed to leave after that?
Yeah.
No, I'm supposed to get back on the A train? There's no way. Nope.
So basically, what the thing with Harry with Cursed Child is, I didn't realize how much magic there would be. Stupid, I know. It's Harry Potter. It was so magical.
It's a play, but it was such like a spectacle, so theatrical that like
they were like
I kind of like things would happen. I would want to like, but you can't do that because it's a play, and you don't clap at the things in plays. Not like really.
I don't know why I didn't expect it to be so much magic. But I was thoroughly surprised.
Amazing. It was like the biggest like magical thing that like kind of sticks in my head and like shows is like what Mary Poppins like pulling like the stuff out of her bag, or what's something else magically? Oh, and Cinderella, how she switches into like her like dress or whatever, and the pumpkin, and then the fox, and then the footman, like that was all like great. And then you see Harry Potter, and you're just like, that's child's play. I mean, amazing child's play, a very gifted child, but like this is like super brain, like amazing. And I was like, wow. It was like one part I was trying to figure out. Delphi was like disarming Albus, like his like wand. I was trying to figure out how to. I was like staring so hard I could not for the life of me.
So we have some points here. The things we liked, right? We should go down the list. So first things first, we like the music.
Yeah,
it's like plays aren't usually be like, buy our music, because it's not really that deep.
They're not really known for like their music.
But Cursed Child's music is really good, and it's resemblant to the movie, but not too much. It stands on its own. And
it was the child. Who did the music? Hans Zimmer, probably.
Was
right?
it Hans or was it Alexander Desplat? Who knows? Let me figure this out. Yeah, so we like the music, and
the music was really well done, especially like when you think of like scene changing and things like that, or just like even like backgrounds. Like it was like really good. I'm thinking in particular.
Oh, John Williams did it.
Oh,
sorry, John.
I don't know why I thought it was Hans Zimmer. Anywho. But that music is like so iconic when you think of like the movie, and like this is gonna be iconic like just for like the show. Like I'm thinking of one part in particular in the show. Oh, this kind of goes into sets, but what's his name? Albus and Scorpius are like forbidden to be near each other after like I guess the first time they they time travel, and they like you know how Hogwarts has those stairs, the staircases that like move, and they do a really good job of like utilizing like these two staircases, and like they're being like the cast are like ensemble like moving the staircases, and I'm thinking of the music there. It was like great, and I was like, I got gay vibes, but apparently they both like girls. Okay.
Or they're just like not used to like a true like guy friendship. I don't know.
They were
like
just
very
so
like
cute. Honestly, if they kissed, I would be like, okay.
Yeah. They hugged a lot.
Yeah. They were kind of huggy for the kids whose parents weren't very huggy towards at least their fathers. I guess or not.
So we like the music. We like the movement.
Oh yeah.
So it's a play, so there's not like dancing and like stuff, but there is movement, and basically
they look very Ozian the whole time. Every time like the ensemble got together, and like they weren't in like Hogwarts like uniforms, and they were just like townspeople or whatever, just like regular witches and wizards, yeah, whatever. I was like, why do they look like Ozians? It's like they just look like
movements are very like, so it was like
the spinning, maybe.
One scene
in the costumes.
When they first get to Hogwarts and they're all learning how to work their wands, and they're just kind of being pulled across the stage by their wands, and I'm like, yes, the movement is great, because no one really outright dances. It's just more like collective movement. It's really nice.
It's really well done. Shout out to James Brown III.
Yeah, there's a scene in part 2 that starts part 2 where you're just like, oh yeah, it's dark.
It's like a fashion show.
It's just like, it's dark.
When they're
just like
marching, like under Voldemort's rule.
Yeah, they're like marching around, and it's like really cool, and like
I was like, rewind that part back. That part specifically. Like, and then
the capes, of course the capes, when they all switch into their Hogwarts clothes on stage, I'm like, yes. Simple like on stage change, but it's done so well because the sheer amount of people that have to do it at the same time. It's just really nice.
And then also like when you think like if they're like moving like a set piece, like a chair or something, it's like a cloak movement.
And it makes a noise, and they like put stuff, but it just really adds to like
the atmosphere,
how things move, and like the scene changes, the set changes. Some stuff moves through track, some stuff will move by.
They had a turntable.
They had a turntable. So the set changes are great.
They make a really good use of like suitcases too.
Yeah,
like suitcases were like a lot of things. They were like train seats. They were graves. They were suitcases. Like they were actually suitcases at some point.
Yeah. So shout out to Tet for lighting and sound. This show is heavy on lighting and sound. I can't even imagine. I wonder how many people that they have to like hold the show. Like that's a heavy show. Like they have to take turns. Like I mean they all take turns, but like there has to be like a team with like 10 of them back there, like with like Gatorade, or something. It's like. Like I said, I was not prepared for the magic. I don't know what I thought I was coming into.
Right.
But I was not prepared for the magic. And it starts off with magic and it ends with magic. And it's just like, the special effects are amazing. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but the time, what they do when they time trap, what? Yeah. Like, it's just... They had a pool. First of all, Pretty Woman could never. Didn't we think that was so cute? Nah, I really do like Pretty Woman though. But there's like a part in like Pretty Woman where like the guy's supposed to be at a pool and he like comes out of the ladder and you're like, oh, that's so cute. His hair is just wet. Like they wet his hair. And you're like, oh, that's cute. They actually had this he's a man, but the actor playing Scorpius and Albus in a pool. They kind of like Little Mermaid us
with like a little bit on like the harness. I don't think that was them per se.
It's a projection.
You think it was a projection?
It might have been. It just kind of looked like it was them. Maybe it was a projection because they put a screen down.
And into the Who. They kind of like Little Mermaid. That's like they're like, oh, ooh, they're in the water, but not really. But then they actually like open up a pool in the ground.
Yeah,
and they get like, and they're like, yeah, and they're like treading water. And I'm like, wow,
yeah.
wow.
Can you imagine losing the part of Albus and Scorpius because you can't swim?
What? I would learn. I just like really that shouldn't be able to stop you. Like really.
Yeah, the special effects are amazing. Like for them to be doing it all on stage, and it's just like, and
something big happens, obviously, because it's like in the second part, but like at intermission, like right before intermission, something like crazy happens that had the whole theater like shut the front door, like with lights that involved lights, and it was like wow. And then also, like, can we talk about the Dementor scene? Can we just spoil it a little bit?
That.
First of all, they had Dementors. Some of them were actual people. One of them was not. We sat in, like, the circle, which is, like, not the balcony, but, like, the middle section or whatever, but, like, in the circle part, like, on the side. And the Dementor came out, and it's, like, floating around, and it, like, goes. And I was like, oh, no. It was spooky. It was spooky, and Joy's like, if it comes over here, I'm gonna punch it. And I was like, you can't punch it, Joy. And she was like, I don't want to punch it, but my body's telling me if it comes over here, I'm gonna punch it. It was amazing, and then it like left, and I'm just like, ooh.
And then they go, okay, come back from part 2 later. And it's like, wait, y'all just traumatized me.
Right?
Y'all just traumatized me. And y'all like, all right, part 1's over.
It was... I'm pretty sure I missed some things. Okay, our seats were great, considering they were like lottery seats. They were great, and we did have a view of like the stage, and I don't think we missed much of anything. But obviously, we don't have the same views if we were sitting in the center.
Yeah.
But oh my god, I was sitting next to this woman and her sister, and they were sweet, but like. The one next to me specifically kept sitting up in her seat. And I'm like, man, we are not at a basketball game. We are not in Yankee Stadium. I know Yankee Stadium is baseball, so no one try to be like, why is she saying Yankee Stadium if she just made a reference to a basketball game? I know the difference between the balls. But, like, and it would like block my view, and I was like, ma'am, if you would just sit back, I promise you will see everything. Like, I promise, like, please, you're disrupting my view. And I had to like tap her probably a lot later than I probably should have. Like, I should have did it a long time ago, but when I did, I was like, I'm sorry, can you sit back? And she sat back, and I'm pretty sure she didn't miss anything or die, and neither did I. So, but yeah, my seats are great.
Yeah, so shout out to special effects, because I feel like everyone got a glimpse of all the magic. I think they used real fire every time there was fire on stage.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the 2 times that, except for maybe like when they come through the chimney. I don't think that was real.
That was real fire.
No, it was not. No, it was not. The one in the hand, and then the one where he had the hat or whatever, the Patronus, that was fire. You telling me that was fire?
It extinguished.
Yeah, but I didn't think, because I thought it would be hot. The magic. First of all, the production value. First, the theater itself. Okay, last time we were at the what's this theater? The Lyric Theater.
It was called the Foxwoods.
The Foxwoods Theater was when we saw Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. I don't remember anything being special about the theater. When I tell you they turned this theater out, they know they're gonna be there.
For a nice minute.
They're a nice minute.
It's been playing there for a little over a year now.
They know they're gonna be there for at least 10 years. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what their lease says. 10 years. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, we'll probably be able to take our children to see the show, you think? No?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's a play, so maybe not. But Harry Potter's like an international, like, It's not going anywhere anytime soon, and they know it. Basically, that's the point. They redid that theater so beautifully.
So it's Harry Potter themed.
It's literally everything's Harry Potter themed. We're talking the carpets.
The carpets have H's on it.
The wallpaper.
The wallpaper has Patronuses on it.
All the different places you can get snacks. First of all. And it's ginormous. And they had the nerve to have taken out like hundreds of seats.
Yeah, it went from like an 1,800 seat theater to like a 1,500, 1,600 theater. So the space, this was pretty spacious theater. We had leg room.
Yeah. See, we had knee room, correction. Because we were in like the dress circle, which is like up above. There's the railing there in front of us. So if you're like me who likes to stick her legs underneath the seat in front of her, you can't do that. Like foot stuck, but knee room, yes. So that was nice.
I noticed people put their foot up on the ledge during the show, though.
It's like tacky.
Yeah.
Like it's not an ottoman, like deal. What else do we like? Spooky production value of the theater. The staff at the Lyric Theater are so incredibly kind people. Like, I don't know how. It would drive me crazy to work there. But they are just also
nice.
Yeah.
And they had a very thorough security check. There's not like a guy with like
patted
a light.
down.
There's not like a guy with a light shuffling through your bag and like you're fine. Like they actually walk through a metal detector and you gotta put your bag and then check, And I'm like, wow.
I got patted down.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Not the first time. The second time, when we came back for part 2, I got patted down. Like, I don't know why. I had the same thing. Like, I had a hair clip, and I was like, here's my hair clip. It's in my hand, and I came through. And then she was like, no, I don't think that's what set it off. She was like, I'm just going to give you a quick pat down. And I'm like, okay, fine, I guess. Literally, it was a quick pat down. So I wasn't too traumatized. But when you leave for part 1, you get a button, right? When we came back from part 2, one of the, what was he? An usher. Let's call him an usher. Lily told us he liked our faces and gave us this one. Sir, I think his name was Bob.
Bob, yeah.
His name was Bob. Thank you, Bob.
That was real nice. Also, the guy gave us a tip so we could save money on our drinks.
So that was nice of him, too.
Oh, I don't have the cups.
You want me to get it?
It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I knew we were forgetting something. Aww.
Yeah. So, they have a gift shop.
If you've seen one cup, you've seen them all. It basically just says Harry Potter in the gift shop.
Yeah. So, they have a great gift shop. Most just has like a little mall kiosk of stuff. They were like, of course, Kershaw, and this is a play. I'm like, y'all in some musical level status like gear here. Like really? The merchandise. But they know their fans and they know their fans are gonna buy the stuff, and I'm not mad. So I like going to shows. I like buying stuff. I like people to know I saw the show, and so I'm gonna buy stuff. So we got a Slytherin. I got a Slytherin shirt. This is like a new logo apparently. That
magnet.
A magnet.
The magnet.
They had several magnets.
They had 2 magnets. They had 2 magnets, like 2. Magnet. I don't like the magnet.
Why you don't like it? It's a soft magnet.
Yeah, I don't like it. I like the hard ones.
Oh.
And it's small.
Yeah, they both were soft.
I know.
Yeah.
But the other one was like square and like took up more real estate.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Then we got pins, house pins. Slytherin. Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice heavy pin.
Yeah, it's a nice pin.
Hufflepuff. Wait. First of all, when we first got there, the guy told us we was going to come back and get hoodies. And I was like, first of all, sir, you don't know our life. We probably will be back. Like,
we got that.
Then, but guys, look. They have quills. It's a natural feather. And they're house pills. Yeah, quills. We were going to get one. And Dre was like, oh, we could just get one. And then she goes, oh, but then we can't pretend to write letters to each other. And I went, well, now we gotta get two. And then they had the nerve to have house pins. So yeah,
because I signed my my receipt. I signed the receipt
with that.
Because we got this at part 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Joy. I'm trying to seem less crazy. Then we got your window card. We did not stage door.
Tie it.
Oop, the glare. Okay, there we go. So there's the window card and the shirt. First of all, let me tell you, they on some next level stuff at the lyrics. When have you ever seen the window card bag have a Ziploc? Never. I was like, wait, what?
And I was like, do you have a window card to the guy? He said, you may have. I said, may I have a window card? He said, you may have whatever your heart desires.
Or whatever your card will swipe.
Yeah. I was like, oh, thank you, sir. I'll take one.
They did have a vinyl of like the music and like a CD, but I wanted the vinyl because I like vinyls. I think I might get the vinyl.
Yeah, the store, if you can, just go look in the store. I think you can.
Because it's on the
42nd side. Yeah.
Yeah.
The store is really nice. Like, and it's very organized, and the people that they have wands too.
Yeah,
I wanted a wand, but I didn't want to pay for a wand. They look so nice. I thought maybe they might light up and give you a luminous or something.
Yeah, no, they just...
But they don't. So.
And then they have one of those like stations where you could take pictures at, like the thingamabobs.
Bring it down a bit.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see. I like put it all in my face.
Yeah. So we got the logo t-shirt, and this is textured, y'all. This feels nice.
It looks so giant. Is it not? What size is it? It's a large.
It's a large.
Oh, what? Oh, and then it says, oh, that's nice. In case you forget where you saw it. Nah, it's because it has different Lyric Theater New York. The good thing about that is when it flips, it's going to look right. So, yeah. So, that was our gear. I think that was it. Yeah. That and the cup. But
yeah, we got a cup.
You don't need to see the cup.
Ooh, here in the binder.
Oh, okay.
This is a long video. I'm sorry, guys.
All the curse shop videos are long.
So yeah, it's because it's 2 parts, and I didn't.
People are excited.
They didn't know how to explain what was going on. I really did like it.
Oh, we didn't get really specific about like the cast or anything, but the cast was lovely as well.
Oh yeah, there's a black.
Oh
okay,
no!
I got it.
Oh yeah, Black Hermione. I know that was a source of like
some controversy when it opened in London. People were like, well, Hermione's not black in the movies. She's not black. And it's just like, Hermione could be purple for all we know.
You gotta really talking about skin color in the show about
magic. Yeah, like, it's fine.
That's
and I like that they kept her black in the Broadway production. And I think that's a tracked role for a woman of color, and Rose as well, who's Hermione's daughter. Which, yeah, so... I thought they didn't make her so as know-it-all in this version.
Hermione?
Yeah.
She's grown as a person.
Yeah. Like
everyone already knows she knows everything. Like in the world. She's the Minister of Magic.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just want to say that one of my favorite scenes is when Albius and Scorpius are in her office and they're trying to find
the time
and
timekeeper? No,
yeah, and they have to the time turner,
yeah.
And they have to go to her library, and their library is literally eating them. It's hilarious. It's a very funny scene. Also, shout out to Moaning Myrtle. Her part is
oh my goodness, that she was great. Let me find this girl. But she in part 2 or part 1?
Part 2. So here's the first part in the binder, and here's the second part. And we are done with this binder. We now have to buy another binder, which we probably should have.
I was gonna look for her name, but I said, you know what?
We got 3 new frames, and we did not buy binders. That was not in our budget, so we have to get one soon. There's so much theater to see this summer. I just want to see so much. But I enjoyed the show. I'm glad I had that little... I want to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Moaning Myrtle.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't say who they play. Not really. Oh, what happened? Oh, it came out a little bit. Some of it. Yeah. I tell you, Joy, we don't have all day to figure this out. Sorry, but shout out to Moan and Myrtle.
I like how they don't give you a synopsis of what the hell's going on. They're just like, figure it out. But I will say, if you're gonna go see the show, definitely watch Goblet of Fire. And
that would be helpful. Yes.
And a little bit of and watch Deathly Hallows over. The ladies next to us she binge watched all the movies in the day.
The one did. The one
night
read
before.
The one read the books.
Yeah.
And then she took her sister and she had her sister binge watch them all in 2 days.
Yeah. And the 2 days right before the show, on a 2-show day, I was like, man.
She was like, I'm so tired of Harry Potter. I'm like, yeah, I bet you are. But she also said she wanted it to be a musical. She felt like it needed music. I don't think so. I think it works the way that it is.
Yeah, I think it works better as a play.
I think sometimes there were some scenes, but I think that's like for anything that like you feel like could go, but
yeah,
not really up to us, is it?
Mm-mm.
So
I think it works great as a play. It's like plays can be like fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, I think we might have overstuffed.
No, I don't think it has the right amount.
Oh, did it now? Oh, yep.
You can put some on the other side and close it that way.
That's a workout, please. Okay, so
we're gonna say we loved Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I would absolutely see it again. I think I would like to sit in the center.
Yeah.
Next time, I don't necessarily have to be in the orchestra.
No. We don't. We don't want to be in the orchestra.
And definitely, I would take your non-traditional theater, like someone who doesn't necessarily like to go to the theater. I think this is something that could get them.
Yeah, but they like Harry Potter.
Oh yeah,
if they're decent Harry Potter fans.
Yeah,
Trish and I are big Harry Potter fans. Like you could tell people in there have read all the books. They know every character. They know people's bloodlines, and I'm just like.
Remember yesterday, I was like, how are Rose and Albus cousins?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, it's just because their parents are good friends, and Jay was like. Because of Ginny, Joy. Because of Ginny and Ron are brother, right? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how that skipped, but yeah.
That's all I thought was crazy that that Rose and and Albus weren't better friends.
Oh, I mean they don't have to be.
No, but she kind of was mean. She kind of left him hanging on the trip to Hogwarts.
She was like, "Don't talk to him."
Yeah. I was like, okay, Rose.
Rose is smart because he got into a lot of trouble. Like he got himself into a lot of like mischief. Like Rose didn't want any part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So smart.
Go see it for the special effects. Go see it for the magic. Go see it for the music. It's just a great way of seeing Harry Potter all over again.
It's a new way, yeah.
It's a new way. So we're gonna sign off. Bye. Friends.
Oh, you gonna do that?